Hey, this is Mike from Junkie on Crafts and Builds, and this is my impression of the D13 Toys convention exclusive Demons. Now, D13 Toys, if you're not aware, is headed up by Chris from the Four Horsemen. He's their production manager, and this is his line of figures that he is sculpting, designing, everything. He's had a successful Kickstarter, and this first wave should be coming out this year from the D13 website and also on Amazon. So what we have here is a continuation of a series that he has been doing for these conventions in regards to providing these demons at the conventions for people to purchase. They're considered test samples, and each iterative version has been improved on from what I heard. I also have one from Legion's Con of 2023. So I was able to pick both these up Saturday morning at ZoloCon, and the orange is the more common exclusive for the weekend, but the green was limited to 50 pieces for the weekend, and I was fortunate enough to get number 14 out of 50 and number 43 out of the common wave. So let's go ahead and look at the accessories that come with these demons. And here are both demons with all the accessories that are provided in the bags. We have a plethora of hands. Now they are the same style that the Four Horsemen use. For each demon, we have a pair of fists. We have a pair of item holding hands, typically C-grip hands. We also have this more open, relaxed hand. And the default hands on both demons are another type of gesturing hand. I have on the green demon, the more kind of like a claw gesture hand, while the orange demon has more of a finger pointing gesture hand. For each demon, we get a pair of alternate heads. Now for the wave of these demons, then they come out, they will have their 4 different designs. So here we have kind of like a horned smiling face and then a horned grimacing face. Both of them really well detailed. And here are the 2 heads that came on the figures. We have more of like a pig-faced demon and then this kind of bald, bug-eyed, glaring face. Again, really cool sculpts, very ominous looking. Each demon comes with its own staff, simple plastic, comes to a tapered end, and that is to have one of the 2 attachments that will come with the demons. For the orange demon, it comes with this twisted pitchfork, and for my green demon, we come with this little fireball-ish type of item. And now this is a little bit of a softer plastic, so it's easier to kind of manipulate and put onto the staff, but again, pretty cool, simple weapon, and both demons can hold them quite easily in their item holding hands. Next accessory are their wings, and we have 2 styles here. I believe these are the 2 styles that will come out when the first wave is released. The orange demon comes with these wings that have a very leather-like appearance, a really beautiful sculpt, and we have this musculature sculpted into the back and these little teeth or claws at the end of each tip of the wing. The wings with our green demon have a lot more of a insect style with these nubs across the top. Again, the sculpt inside is really nice. The plastic feel on this is really good. Again, we have this musculature sculpted in. Really gorgeous looking. And each pair of wings is simply inserted into with a peg hole in the back. So there you see it from the side, and here it is from the front. They look really, really neat. I do like them a lot. And the other cool part about this is that they are actually articulated at a point here. So we get this hinge that allows the wings to go back. No up or down, just simply back and forth, but still that gives you a really neat change in how this figure looks. Here are both demons with their respective wings attached. The final accessory that both demons come with are stands. Now I think D13 is coming out with 4 different styles. This one is more like a water type of look, where this is like a sand. But again, it's a nice firm plastic. Pins for the feet are nicely done. And looking at these figures, the first thing you have to say is, wow, those are bright. So yeah, this color scheme is definitely here as an homage for ZoloCon, which is a remembrance and enjoyment of the 90s when everything was extreme and everything was bright neon colors, and these 2 demons do not disappoint. The plastic quality is really nice, but what is kind of different about holding these guys, and maybe it's more like with the Mythic Legions type of figures is that the sculpting on these demons for the arms and legs are very smooth. It feels very silky when you touch this. Overall, like I said, these are kind of test shots. So for my orange demon, as I move down here, as you can see, I have a little bit of paint rub here on the joint. You can tell the plastic is kind of like a translucent. So let's go ahead and do a run through with our orange demon. And starting with the top of our demon, our head is on a ball hinge. So you can look up that far and look down that far. You can get a little bit of tilt, not a lot, and you get a full 360. The neck is a separate piece, but really doesn't move around too much. You get a slight forward in that, but it's more in conjunction with the ball hinge. Shoulders, we can go up almost to the T-pose. I don't want to push it because, again, these are samples, but that's, I think, more than enough for what you need. We have a butterfly that's fairly generous. At least this side is a little more loose. This side's a lot more tight, so I'm not going to press it. But we have bicep rotation with a nice cut across there. We have double jointed elbows, which for Mythic fans, you know you don't really get these. And then we have wrist rotation. And each of the hands have a hinge joint, and they are a soft gummier rubber. For the torso, we have this upper torso dumbbell, double ball peg, that gives you a nice side here, a little bit of an arc back, and a somewhat decent arch forward. Moving on, you see we have this waist cut, which doesn't have any real tolerance issues. It feels very much dialed in. For his loincloth, we have this softer rubber diaper, similar to the feel of the hands, and we have this little tail that's glued on. For the legs, we can go out that far. We can kick up about that far, and back not much at all. As you can see, we have a generous thigh swivel, and we have double jointed knees as well as double jointed elbows. So that's good for articulation. Then we come with the ankles, where we have a toe tilt, generous toe tilt up and back, but no real pivot. So that's the articulation for these demons. Let's see how they look together with my LegionsCon figure. And here are my trio of demons from D13 Toys, all convention exclusives. We have, of course, our ZoloCon exclusives here, the center figure, which is translucent, glow-in-the-dark blue demon. So I'll take my handy UV light and just shine this on him, and they receive the little UV light. LegionsCon exclusive glows this nice blue. It's not as prominent or as strong as what we saw with the Valaverse Swarm Tracer, but it's a nice glow-in-the-dark feature. And if I had some black lights, I'm sure that the two other demons would glow neon color that we have here. So what are my impressions of the D13 Toys convention exclusive demons? Again, they are continually being a work in progress by Chris, and the tolerances on these two are much better than my LegionsCon translucent figure. That could be because of the difference in plastics. You can feel the iteration change between what I had in November to what we have here in February. I'm curious to see what the next series of demons that he will have out and when. But overall, we're going to see his first full wave sometime here in 2024. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching. These are kind of a very niche item, but they are really neat to have in my collection. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.